afternoon, YouTube. Today's a little bit of a different setting. We're in the gym. And that's just because it's getting too dark outside to film, but I got a really important topic on my mind because today was a really fun day. I'm not gonna lie, I had some fun today. Before our game, we were sipping on a Dutch Bros 300 milligram espresso. I don't even think it's espresso. It's like a cold brew coffee. And hopefully you guys can't hear that too much. But today's topic is going to be delayed gratification. Me, my girlfriend, and my best friend went to Barrett-Jackson, that's in Scottsdale at Westworld. It's a big car show. We got all these people that bring their cars. You can buy, sell cars. They do like auctions and stuff like that. And it was just really, really interesting to see. Obviously all the cars, I love cars. I like cars like that. I couldn't tell you squat about them. I couldn't tell you horsepower. I don't even know like mechanical terms for cars. I'm kind of what they would call a liberal sissy when it comes to cars. Like I've done basic stuff, but when it comes to more advanced things, I don't know anything about cars, dude. I like how some of them look. I like how colors look on those exotic cars. I think it's so sick. Those are what I'm interested in, like the exotic European, all those. I think they're so cool. Now, the main thing I wanted to discuss was delayed gratification. Because while I was there, I was just imagining, just thinking, all right? I was talking about this with my buddy. The fact that there are people there. It's not just a car show, okay? They have a flea market for rich people. They got mink coats, Rolexes, awesome signed artwork, really cool little shops, statues, collectibles, things like that, all around the event, kind of towards the back end of it before you head outside. And, you know, I was just thinking, dude, there's people that go in there and it's literally like me going to a swap meet. Completely different levels, dude. Like people go in, they're like, oh yeah, I like that, I like that, I like that. Like they get a couple watches, get a couple pieces of artwork, scoop up a couple cars. Not all of them are like crazy exotic cars. There are a lot of them that are, you know, 30, 40, 50,000, a lot of old timers too. There's people who just go in there and they like it. You get like 4 or 5 of them. And granted, yeah, a lot of them, I mean, a lot of older folks there, you know, especially people that are like with the cars. But the topic's delayed gratification, man, because all of these material things, I know that they don't matter, and I don't even like them just for like the status stuff. I just really like them. I mean, one of my favorite cars ever is a Corvette C8, and some people will call it the poor man's Lamborghini, but I think it's so sick. I don't care. I'm not in it for the status stuff. I like the Rapid Blue C8 Corvette. That's one of my favorite cars of all time. And then you can get to, there's like another tier, you know, for like the supercars and stuff like that. But just solely off of cosmetic look, that's one of my favorite cars ever. And the topic, like I said, I keep trying to circle back because I get on all these side stories. It was a lot of fun, dude. It was a lot of fun. And why wanting all those stuff is okay, just not right now. Because I know when I'm still late 30s, in my 40s, late 40s, I'm still gonna want that crap. You know, I've always wanted one of those cars. I don't have a specific one, but some car like that that's just like, damn. And it's so important to delay gratification now. You know, you see, depending on what your job is, I heard this so much when I first started at my 9 to 5. Coworkers would tell me, dude, you're in your 20s, like you gotta get out there. Like these were the best years ever. Party, go out, do craziness, act reckless. And the way that I observed it is I'm just like, okay, if I do that, I'm going to be somewhere along the lines with you, and no disrespect, nobody, that I really, really know is like ballin' like that, okay? But there's some people that were there in their 70s still working, making the money I am at 19. And I'm just like, dude, I probably should not take that advice. That's not good advice. They're just like trying to reminisce and soak it back up being that young. But I'm telling you, man, like I went to Barrett-Jackson today, I was mind blown. And I'll go out and do something fun. Tickets for me and my lady were like $150. Okay, that's why I do try to work so hard. I do want to be able to enjoy things along the way. And that was something that was right up my alley. I love that crap. I went a couple years ago. It was awesome. And it's so important, dude, because with social media, things online, and just the way, not even before social media, things have been like that. Like, people want to do the fun stuff now. And the reality is that you gotta take time to build yourself up. Long time to do it. And I'm getting to the point where I'm actually just having fun doing the work. Not like I'm a robot, all right? Not like I'm just a workhorse and I can't take time to have fun. But I was talking about this too again today with my buddy. How we both work the most we have ever worked in our life right now. I probably average 50 hours a week. And that's not too insane. I still have plenty of time to work out, enjoy time with family, get good sleep sometimes, and still have fun, dude. Still get time to have fun every single day. And he works 40 hours a week at his 9 to 5. He's like, dude, this is the most I've ever worked, but I feel like I almost have the most fun I ever have. And it's because when it's time to have fun, like, dude, there's no secondhand like work. Like, we've done it. We haven't been cutting corners. We're not completely stressing for money. We're being nerds trying to budget everything and penny pinch. It's like, when you're gonna go out, go out. I went out today. I stepped out of the house, out of my normal routine, and I had a freaking blast. I went to Westworld for the Barrett-Jackson, got a sandwich shop, picked up a t-shirt, and dude, just fantastic. Just freaking fantastic. You got to do stuff like that every now and then. For the most part, I am just sticking to my basics, my 9 to 5, working out, pools, and then just taking care of myself and staying healthy, staying disciplined throughout the time in between going to have fun, like I don't really eat out like that. I cook food. Well, my lady helps me. She cooks. And I'm not going out to spend money just to spend money. I don't buy clothes like that. But going to Barrett-Jackson, something that I have that much fun at, I'm gonna get a little t-shirt, or I'm gonna get like a mug or something. I got a decent amount of mugs people on here have probably seen. And it's just really being intentional. And then when it comes to stuff like that, having a $10,000 Rolex. Now for me, that would be huge. And not just because it's $10,000, but a Rolex Black Submariner is a watch I've always wanted. And right now I could afford it. I got more than 10 grand invested. I could just pull from the investments, buy the watch. And then next thing I know, I got a Rolex. And they do hold value. That's one thing. But thinking in terms of decades, which one's gonna be better? Where it's at now, or holding off and then going to where I wouldn't have to stress that I'm putting 25% of my net worth into a watch. And I'm not like a watch guy. I would just want it just to have it. I'm not looking to resell it or anything like that. But for me, that's solely a consumer item. It holds value, sure, but that's not what I'd be looking at it for. So you need to hold off for the most part. Still have a little fun along the way. And that's just what I'm doing right now. You can live however you want, bro. Live however you want, but I'm taking time to make sure that I can get my ducks in a row, because I would like to be a guy eventually that's going out and picking up a couple things at a place like that. Not like dropping 30, 40K here, but like they had some sick art pieces, you know, a pinball machine, a watch, come out with a couple goodies. And I'm okay with doing that later in life instead of really kind of pigeonholing myself into a lot of debt, a lot of stress right now at this age. So with that being said, keep your foot on the gas, enjoy the stuff as it goes by, but you know, at least for me, I realize I'm not quite there yet. I want all that consumer bogus stuff. You know, people say they're doing pretty well, like all that stuff is just chains to bring you down. I totally agree, but I want it. So I kind of don't care, and I'm okay with paying that price. I'm not gonna have 50 supercars in a, you know, crazy stupid house, but you know, a nice little crib, one crazy car, 2 utility cars, you know, whatever. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm not thinking about it, but I do want something like that. You know, one of the Aventadors, a Huracan, the 488s, 812, whatever. I don't know. Like I said, I bought my car because of the color and because it's a little bit bigger, can hold all my pool stuff too. But that's gonna be it for me, guys. It's gonna be it for me. Appreciate you watching, and tomorrow we'll most likely be back to the normal setup in the car. If you haven't checked out, I did post my net worth video. I kind of explained what's going on with that. And so that's the start of this journey. Every single month I'm gonna be tracking my net worth, and as we can keep growing. I got paid yesterday, so splurged on the investments. I spent like 250 bucks today at Barrett Jackson. Otherwise, I'm pretty minimal. Spent $1,000 on investments when I got paid yesterday, plus the house payment, my portion of it. So, you know, a healthy amount went towards investments, and I had a little bit of fun along the way. I'll see you guys tomorrow.